Welcome to the UFO Report. I'm Alexander. Tonight we'll begin with the drone incursions, breaching airspace along the border communities of the USA. Initially thought to be limited to only New Jersey and the surrounding areas in November of last year, they have actually been happening all over the world since then and haven't stopped. The government keeps changing the official explanation, but theories range from private contractors to the cartel, extraterrestrial biological entities, or all of the above. The latest word on the street is that it was China infiltrating our borders with no apparent recourse. Regardless, the serious implications of this are being naively overlooked, of course, as always, by John Q. Public. The Wall Street Journal, the New York Times, and the Pentagon have been catching flack for articles that were released on July 1st claiming that the UFO phenomenon has been a hoax all along by the government to control public narrative. Did the deep state invent the UFO craze? Obviously, this is being met with significant blowback, and it can only point to one thing: desperation. A last-ditch effort to promote a dying cover-up, that there's nothing to see here. Just remember the phrase, where there's smoke, there's fire. Next, we are talking about the Boogosphere and the attempted robbery that happened about 3 weeks ago after a press conference in Mexico City. The sphere, being touted as not of this world, was originally reported to be flying around in Colombia since March 2nd of this year. And there's videos you can find all over the internet. Congressman Eric Burleson and ufologist Dr. Stephen Greer have been among the most noted, along with a group of scientists, in an investigation to determine the origin of the sphere. Dr. Greer has claimed that fake policemen tried to steal the sphere out of a vault where it's being stored. In my unprofessional opinion, the Boogosphere is 100% not authentic, not alien. What is it then? Well, it's alien tech, which has been reverse engineered by humans and planted into the mainstream for us to digest. It's clear to me that this is just another desperate and weak attempt by the powers that be to affect the pace of disclosure. In other words, they're trying to prepare us all for the real thing. Next is the Mosul Orb. Now this might be the real thing. Some of the clearest UFO footage yet to be released by the government is currently making its rounds among the UFO community. The footage is still garbage, but it's the best they're giving us so far. Jeremy Corbell and George Knapp are championing this story along with journalist Dustin Slaughter, who took the government to court to get the footage, since the Freedom of Information Act on its own is a complete oxymoron. The orb was filmed with a passive capture from a CIA assets plane as it flew over Iraq back in April of 2016. A deep secret underground military base, also known as a dumb, believed to be located in Sedona, Arizona, is gaining notoriety in the UFO conversation. So too are the underwater bases, namely a base said to be underneath Guadalupe Island just off the coast of Mexico. All are thought to be under the control of NHI, or non-human intelligence, aliens, with bases underground on Earth. Now, this is authentic, in my opinion. It's been investigated by the likes of Ross Coulthart and Danny Sheehan, two of the best in the game. I predict a lot more to come out in the future with these types of bases. The push for UFO disclosure seems to be looming ever closer, even snowballing out of control. In fact, keep an eye out for Spielberg's next blockbuster, set to release in June of next year. That's it for the UFO Report this week. I'm Alexander. Now back to the show.
I'm just happy that reporter wasn't around to start splashing it over the papers that our pilots are seeing flying saucers.